Hey guys, welcome back to our second week of SHG Online. It's Tori here.
And Demi.
Today we're going to run through a series of drills for our walkovers. So regardless of your ability, don't worry, because we'll have something to suit your progress. Okay, let's get started onto our strength program. So today we're going to run through a little circuit with you that's all strength that's going to be really good for your walkovers. So we're going to do it once together. Demi's going to help to demonstrate, and then you're going to pause the video and you can do it one more time through by yourself. So getting started, what you're going to need is a chair or any height that you can use, and you're going to need a wall as well. So let's get started to our first exercise. We've got tabletop bridges, glute bridges. So you're going to lie in your tabletop position, our crab position, lifting your bottom up. We're going to hold the top for 2 seconds, and we're going to lower our bottom down and up. We're going to do a set of 5. 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 5. If this is too easy for you, you can choose to do 2 sets of 5 on either leg. So Demi's going to show you this one. We're going to do one more set together. Let's go. 1, holding at the top, and 2, and 3, 4, and 5. So however you like to do 2 sets of 5, okay? Next exercise, we've got leg raises. So you're going to grab your chair now. Now whatever height this is, that's okay. So Demi's going to start on this side. She's going to place her heel on the top with her hand on her hips, and she's just going to lift up her leg, hold for 2 seconds at the top, and then lower down to the chair. So holding up, 1, 2, and down, and up, 1, 2, and down, and 1, 2, and 1, 2, and last one, 1, 2. So same thing, we're going to do 2 sets of 5. If you find this is too easy, you can flip the chair around and use the higher height. So Demi's going to show you this one. Just be careful because it's not as stable this way, so you're not going to put all of your weight on the chair. You just want to tap the chair. So one more set, let's go. 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2, and last one, 1, 2. Don't forget to do both legs on the same height. So moving your chair out of the way, you're going to grab yourself an object, anything that you can hold above your head. You're going to squeeze your ears at the top, nice open shoulders. So Demi's going to turn sideways, and her shoulders are nice and tight in a straight line. She's going to squeeze her ears as tall as she can and then relax. So there's shoulder shrugs. We're going to do 2 sets of 10. So squeezing 1, yep, and 2, and 3. Face the side for me, Demi. The front for me, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. So 2 sets of that one. Then we're going to move on to our Superman. So lying on your belly for me, squeezing your ears as best you can. If this is a little bit too hard, you can put your arms a little bit to the side, okay? Just make sure they're in front of your head. You're going to lift up 10 times and then relax. So we're going to hold up 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Awesome. Legs together, Demi. 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Moving on to our calf raises. So grab anything that you can use to balance. We'll grab our chair again. Yep. And just holding lightly with your fingers, you're going to have your heels and toes together, standing up tall, squeezing your bum, looking straight ahead, and we're going to do 15 calf raises. So all the way up as high as you can get your heels. Up we go. 1, and slowly back down. And 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, nice work, Demi. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and last one. Okay, so our last exercise is our wall sit. So find yourself a wall anywhere in your house. It can be a door, a cupboard, something that's stable and not going to move. Also, if you're on a carpet, you might want to take your socks off so you don't slide your feet. We're going to be doing a wall sit. So with your back against the wall, move your feet out a little bit. You're going to pretend like you're sitting on a chair. So you want your bottom to be nice if I was to put a cup of coffee on your legs, it should not move. It should be still full at the end, okay? And our feet are gonna be straight. So we're gonna do that for 20 seconds together. So let's go into your wall sit, holding 1, 2, 3, 4. You can place your arms wherever you like, as long as it's not on your legs. 7, 8, 9, 10. Even if you wanna jumble, you can do that too. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so that's our circuit. We've got 7 exercises. The screen's gonna come up next. You can pause it there and you can do it one more time by yourself. All right, let's get started with our warm up. So we're gonna start running on the spot. High knees up, let's go. And 2 feet together, bouncing. Try and pushing through your ankles rather than your knees. Awesome, and legs to the side, reaching over. And the other side. And in the middle. Reaching for one toe. And the other toe. Back in the middle. Standing up for me, arm circles. And the other way. And rolling your ankles a little bit. And we'll sit straight onto the floor into our butterfly. So feet together, nice and close to your body. Flapping our wings. Butterfly. And leaning forward as far as you can go. And legs out and straight. Nice pointed toes, reaching forward as far as we can go. And shake out the legs, we'll jump straight into our splits. So starting with our lunge, same as last week, we've got our foot in line with our knee, chest up. And stretching our hamstrings, one toe up, leg straight, nose to your knee. Chest back up, sliding as far as you can into your split. And if you can, let's try and hold for 5 seconds without our hands, holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome, other leg. Into our lunge. And front leg straight, stretching your hamstrings, nose on your knees. And sliding into your splits. And try and get your hands off for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and into our froggy on the side. So you're gonna have your knees bent in a straight line with your hips on your elbows, moving your knees out as far as you can go. Awesome, and coming back to the front, stretching our shoulders in front, so nice stretchy cat. Try and get your armpits to the floor. Remember, if you need more height, you can go into your fingertips, pushing down a little bit more. And now Demi's going to show you your bridge, so you're going to lie down your back, pushing up into a bridge. Try and get your legs nice and straight and pushing your shoulders as far past your hands as you can. We're going to hold for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Coming down and rocking and roll, rock and roll to stretch out your back. Awesome, and let's move into our skills. Okay, moving on to our skills for our walkovers. We've got a series of drill progressions to show you. Make sure you feel free to give them all a go, but if you're not confident doing one, don't worry about it. You can rewatch the video at any time, come back and keep practicing and make them super good. So just one thing to remember before we start with our bridges, Demi's gonna show you our shoulders. Remember, in our shoulder shrugs, in our strength, face aside for me, we wanna keep them nice and strong, okay? So imagine someone's pushing you from the back, trying to push your arms down, and you've gotta fight against that to keep that nice and open. So I want you to remember that when you do all of your drills for our bridges. Our first exercise, Demi's gonna demonstrate all of the options. Feel free to pause the video each time, do 10 reps of each of them, and then keep playing and do the next one. So our first one, we've got a bridge hold. So you're lying down, pushing up into our bridge. Remember those shoulders pushing nice past your hands. We're gonna hold for 10 seconds, rest. Next exercise, you've got rock. So you're gonna bend your knees, rocking forwards and backwards. Okay, so 10 reps, rest. Moving on to the next one, we've got 10 kicks on either leg. So kicking up as nice and high as you can go. Awesome, so do 10 of these at your own pace, remember, and then you can play the video again. We're gonna move on to our jumps. So you're gonna try and jump 2 feet off the floor at one time. Okay, this might be a little bit trickier. If that's too hard for now, you can just do marches, so alternating your legs. Yep. Once you've nailed that, you can move on to jumping with your hands. So you're gonna rock a little bit and try and lift your hands off the floor. So remember, 10 reps, pause the video, move on to the next one. You're gonna try and jump hands and feet alternating. So this one's a little bit tricky. Remember, you can watch it at any time and keep practicing until you nail that. All right? Okay, so moving on to our next skill, we're gonna work on standing up from our back bend, okay? So just to start off, you're gonna start on your knees with your wall, find yourself a wall, and you're going to squeeze your ears at the top. We're gonna reach back and try and high five the wall and coming back up. Keeping your arms nice and strong so our head doesn't get any close to the wall. Okay, so you can work on this 10 times. Remember to pause the video, working through these at your own pace. Our next one, we're gonna start standing up. Make sure you've got something behind you just to protect you from the floor. Same thing from your feet. So you're gonna squeeze your ears, reaching up nice and tall, high five the wall and coming back. Remember the easiest way to stand up from a back bend is if you're moving your weight forwards over your toes, okay? So remember this while we're trying. We need to move forwards so that we can stand up that way and not fall backwards. Next progression, once we've nailed this, you're gonna start in your bridge next to the wall. You can feel free to get mum and dad to come and help you a little bit with this one. And you're just gonna use the wall and try and walk up. Remember, weight coming forward over your knees and your hips and your chest to your arms. Okay, so remember, try this 5 to 10 times, pause the video, work at your own pace. If you find that you've actually already done a back bend before to stand up, you can work on this to make them super good. So you're gonna start lying on the floor. And when you're standing up, I want you to try and think about squeezing your ears nice and tall the whole time and standing up without moving your feet like Demi. Yes, give that a go. All right, so our next skill, we've got our split handstands. Okay, this is gonna work into getting our TikToks, okay? If you find that you're not too confident with handstands, go back to our first video. We've got a nice, lots of skills for our handstands. So do that before you come into this skill. So first, we've got our half handstand. So remember, our beautiful lunge to start, squeezing your ears, and you're just gonna kick your top leg up, try and balance for maybe 3 seconds, and coming back down. Okay, practice this 10 times at your own pace, pause it, hold as long as you can. All right, so once you're comfortable with your split handstand on the floor, we're gonna bring it over to the wall to work towards a bit more of a TikTok shape. So starting nice and close to the wall where you're comfortable, you're gonna do your half handstand again, tapping the wall lightly with your foot, don't put any holes in the wall, and kicking back over. Making sure you're looking at your hands and lifting up your bottom nice and tall. As you get more comfortable, you can move your hands a little bit further away from the wall, small increments so you know the wall is still there. Tapping the wall lightly, looking at your hands, shoulders strong, and pushing back over. So what's gonna happen if you collapse your shoulders will come forward, your head will get really close to the floor. So you wanna be nice and careful. If you find this is getting hard, move your hands back in a little bit and keep practicing until we're strong with our shoulders. Okay, awesome. All right, moving towards our TikTok a little more. So you're gonna start lying on your floor back into our bridge. This one's just a nice progression from our first exercise we did. So we're in our bridge, we're gonna lift one leg up in the sky, and you're gonna try and hop on one single leg. Yep, so you're gonna try and do 5 in a row per set. Work on this is super important, keeping your shoulders nice and strong and your hips up, okay? If you find that this is a little bit difficult, keep working on this. You can always rewatch the video and progress towards the next skills once you've nailed this. If you're comfortable, we're gonna move on to our TikTok. So starting with your bed or your couch, something soft, something big, sturdy. You're gonna start on your elbows. So getting down on your knees, you're gonna pop your elbows on the floor and you're gonna try and kick your feet, landing on 2 feet onto your box. Onto your lounge. And then kicking back over, keeping your hips up nice and tall. Okay, once you've nailed this, if you find this is super easy, you can take this to the floor So without your couch, on your elbows, keeping your hips up nice and tall. Landing on 2 feet or 1, if you can do that, that's even better. And keeping back over. Okay, once we're super confident with this, we're gonna work towards our hands, okay? So I'd like you, if you haven't managed to do the bridge with your one leg up props, wait on this one until you've nailed those progressions, okay? If you are comfortable, let's do our TikTok. So on your hand, you're gonna land on your couch, either one leg or you can do 2 legs to start if you're more comfortable, and big kick back over, keeping your hips up and your shoulders strong. Remember what we said before, if your shoulders come forward, our head's gonna get a little bit too close to the floor, and that's not quite what we want. Okay, so if you find you've nailed all the progressions in this video so far, and we've done our TikTok on the box, we're gonna try and take this TikTok, or at least the first half of our TikTok, on the floor. So nice kicking over into our bridge. Remember to keep your shoulders nice and strong and your hips up. If you can't do the kick over yet, you can just lie down on the floor, but Demi's gonna show you the next part. We're gonna do a kick over back to our feet. If you've actually already done a TikTok before and you wanna make them super nice, we're gonna work on just landing on the one leg, keeping your legs as straight as you can, leg up high in the sky, and then big kick over straight away. Awesome. All right, so that's it for our skills. Moving on to our challenge for today, our second challenge. You're gonna grab mum or dad to help you. Find yourself an object like we used earlier in the lesson. You're gonna do your bridge with your leg up again, and you're just gonna ask mum to place it on top of your foot, and you're gonna hold it for as long as you can. So if you can hold for 1, 2, 3, that's fantastic, and coming down. If you have nailed the TikToks during this lesson, this challenge is for you. So you're gonna try and nicely control your TikTok. So you wanna hold a 2-second handstand before you do the TikTok. So holding 1, 2, landing in your TikTok and kicking back over, holding 2 seconds again. 1, 2, that was much better, and good luck with that one. All right, that's all for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for our next video next week. Remember with the challenges, if you upload them, remember to tag us. We'll see you next week.